What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? Two cars were waiting at a red light when the road collapsed. Both cars are perishing. This is outrageous. What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The cement floor in my house crumbles with a single poke of a key. Is this a floor or a sand model? What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The roof collapsed so easily. It's terrifying. What do you value human life in? What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The walls are cracked enough to fit a fist. People dare not close their eyes at night. Pull greens. Pull scallions. Pull vegetables. One more. In recent years, many newly delivered residential projects in China have frequently been exposed to quality issues, including water seepage and peeling exterior walls. Many homebuyers who were initially happy to take possession of their homes are quickly forced to embark on a long road of rights protection. Delivery is made on the spot, and homeowners immediately seek redress, has almost become a fixed pattern in the industry. My friends, you won't believe what you'll see. We've seen shoddy construction projects before, but compared to this, it's nothing. Such thin floor slabs, not to mention human beings living here. Even ghosts would fall down if they went up. This developer seems to have never seen any money. Guys, tell me, what's the difference between this and murder? Those people's hearts are too black. They say you shouldn't kill for money. Would you dare live in a home like this? A resident of Country Garden in Dongchang, Mao Ming, discovered that the pillars on the 68th floor to 79th floors are constructed shoddily and could be easily pried out by hand. Further inspection revealed over 30 cracks, rusted and rotten rebar. Even seashells and conches are found. It makes us suspect that the entire building support structure is made of sea sand. This is truly shocking and freaking. What is a tofu-dreg construction project? Let's take a look today. It's true that they promise to provide both labor and materials, but they can't be this lazy. Brothers, would you dare live in this building? The walls can be pried off with a single touch. The load-bearing walls have exposed rebar, and they crumble at the slightest touch without a hammer. The quality probably won't even last a year. How did such a poorly constructed project pass inspection? After waiting so long, the new home is finally handed over. But what's going on? Why is cement falling out when I poke it? Brother, stop poking it. I just patched this hole yesterday. If you keep poking it, your house will become mine. It's understandable that cement is falling from your roof, but sand is flowing out of this wall. That's beyond my comprehension. Come on, developer, please give me a reasonable explanation. My God, look at this tofu-dreg construction. This small road was just built last year, and after 2 cars passed by this year, it suddenly fell into a huge pothole. Who is the heartless person who did this? A newly built bridge in Sichuan province, the screws on the railing fall off with a kick. According to a report by Jimu News on February 25th, a villager in Nanbu County, Sichuan province, reported that the railings of the Xiaojai Bridge in the area appear to have quality problems. The screws used to secure the railings are welded on and can fall off easily with a kick. The Xiaojai Bridge is an important passage connecting Nanbu County to Nanchang and Chengdu in Sichuan province. The villager explained that during the Chinese New Year, he accidentally kicked a screw on the railing while crossing the bridge. The screw immediately fell off, and upon picking it up, he discovered that the screw head is actually a decorative piece. I wasn't paying attention while playing, and I kicked it, and then the screw fell off. They called me and said there was an anchoring underneath, so there was no quality problem, and the screw was just for decoration. The relevant person in charge explained that the steel plates of the entire bridge and the reinforcing bars below were fully welded together, posing no safety hazards, and that the bridge experts had already confirmed this. Netizens are discussing this extensively. Fake is fake, and they must be held accountable. And construction not according to the drawings, passing inspection through forgery.
施工队用吊机
The construction team used a crane to dismantle old bridge piers. After drilling through the outer layer of reinforced concrete, sand continuously flowed out from inside the piers. It was initially thought that the piers were filled with bricks, but it turns out they were filled with sand. What's the principle behind this? Recently, it's been circulating online that over 100,000 screws have disappeared from the Beijing-Shanghai and Beijing-Guangzhou railway lines, and it will be extremely dangerous, affecting over 5,000 kilometers of track. Some believe this is Tofu-dreg construction, while others suspect it's a malicious sabotage and revenge against society.
来看一下啊，这边掉了一个。
Let's take a look. One fell off here, and there's another one over there. Let's look ahead. One's missing here. Look ahead. Let's take a look. One fell off here. And there's another one over there. Let's look ahead.
来看一下前面啊。
Many netizens commented, "This is shoddy workmanship using inferior bolts. They didn't follow the installation procedures at all." Some netizens also said, "There are many people taking revenge on society these days. Is this a sign of a revolution?"
这是什么豆腐渣
What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The road is like laid by paper. Cars could fall off any moment. This road is just a trap. What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The residential building is leaning at a 45-degree angle. This isn't a home, it's a time bomb. What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The high-voltage tower base crumbles with a kick, like mud. Aren't they afraid of collapsing in the wind? What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? I can tolerate cars falling off, but even electric bikes can collapse the road. It's all hollow underneath. What kind of tofu-dreg construction is this? The load-bearing walls are hollow inside. Stones crumble with a tap. How long can this building last? Would you dare live in it?
的工程队在建筑房子的时候
When the construction team was building the house unexpectedly collapsed while pouring the concrete, scattering debris everywhere. This is truly a shoddy construction project. However, a worker managed to grab onto a pipe, narrowly escaping with the house. Look, everyone, the construction team is building. I originally thought Lu Bu was invincible, but I didn't expect someone to be even more valiant. Whose general is this? It's empty. You don't have any cement underneath, do you? See how rotten it is, right? Do you have any cement here? Look, it's all sand. Do you have any cement? How can anyone live in a house like this? Do you have any cement here? Right. Tell me which floor you want, and I'll cut it down.
你说哪一次我就给你讲哪一次。总算是要完工了，就差这么一点儿。
Finally, almost finished. Just a little bit more. No concrete left. No choice but to use this high-tech material. What is this? High-tech? You didn't even use concrete. This is a tofu-dreg construction project. Wow, how did this guy know? You actually use tofu dregs? It crumbles with a single break. It's driving me crazy. Is this really made of tofu dregs? Look at this. Is this something a human would do? The house is already half built. At least yours is broken by using some energy. Mine crumbles with a single pry. We didn't even know how they unloaded them. Not a single brick broke. Even though the bricks are fake, the unloading technique is really high level. Oh dear.
你们老板来了没有？
Has your boss arrived yet? No. Look at the work you've done. Is this work acceptable? Even you can't stand it. You're a veteran craftsman. I don't want to make things difficult for you. Why hasn't your boss come yet? I just sent him a WeChat message. This isn't something a craftsman would do, you know? I wanted to help you dig it yesterday, but I thought you should dig it yourselves. Even if it's not 100% perfect, at least it should be acceptable to the naked eye.
最起码那个肉眼也看得过去，你知道没有？
地下车库出现这种
The large-scale cracks, deformation, and subsidence in the underground parking garage are due to the ground not being leveled during construction. If the foundation isn't solid, surface problems will arise. Large areas of repair signs have appeared on the walls of the underground parking garage here, and here. This is because the ground waterproofing was inadequate, causing water to seep into the walls whenever it rains heavily. Then they have to apply glue inside the wall and then patch it up like this. What's the result of this repair? It will be repaired again after the next heavy rain.
下一次下大雨的时候又会修补。
From first-tier cities to third and fourth-tier cities in mainland China, some residential communities handed over for 1 or 2 years are showing various problems. Bulging exterior walls, inadequate sound insulation, numerous flaws in interior decoration, and recurring leaks. Some projects even showed quality defects in the early stages of handover. Zhenrong Yulong Mansion in Shanghai was once a popular residential development, but after the delivery at the end of June 2023, residents quickly discovered problems. Resident Liu Ying, pseudonym, told the media that she hired a professional inspector who pointed out issues such as excessively large gaps in doors and uneven tiles. Because these didn't affect basic living conditions, the developer didn't address them, and she didn't investigate further. However, after moving in, a series of more serious problems began to emerge. Liu Ying said that the kitchen range hood was ineffective at venting smoke. Upon dismantling the ceiling, she discovered that the exhaust pipe is simply placed on top of the ceiling. Although holes are made in the wall, the pipe doesn't extend outdoors. Similar issues are found in the bathroom, as if the project is abandoned halfway through. The relevant pipes aren't even installed. Other residents' homes also commonly experience problems, such as a lack of pre-installed natural gas interface, missing air conditioning holes, poor roof drainage, blocked drains leading to water accumulation, water seepage around air conditioning vents in the bedroom, and damaged walls. In less than a year after the handover, more than 90 households in the complex have experienced water seepage and mold in their walls. An engineering operations manager at a real estate company revealed that some companies in the industry, facing extreme financial constraints, have been forced to cut costs on material procurement to ensure on-time project delivery. Previously trusted high-standard suppliers have refused to continue supplying due to developers' delayed payments, making it difficult to guarantee construction quality. Cutting costs wherever possible has become almost the industry's default practice, and in this vicious cycle, quality risks only escalate. A section of an unfinished provincial highway in Hainan, China recently collapsed. This unusual collapse before use phenomenon has sparked public concern. A section of provincial road under construction in Bao'tao, Shanghai City, Hainan Province collapsed extensively recently, despite no rain or traffic. Online footage shows that the collapsed section of road is significantly higher than the surrounding land. The collapsed road surface is asphalt, while the roadbed consists of gravel and soil. According to the Huashang Daily, around 7 a.m. on February 11th this year, a section of the under-construction provincial road in Bao'ao town showed obvious signs of landslide, and the road completely collapsed 2 hours later. There had been no significant rainfall in the area in the week prior to the incident, and the road is not yet open to traffic. The location of the incident is Juchu Road, which is not an ordinary rural or urban branch road, but is listed as a key highway and waterway transportation project in Hainan Province in 2024. Preliminary investigations indicate that the site was originally an abandoned riverbed with a large amount of soft soil and silt underground. The construction company's inadequate treatment of the soft soil foundation led to the road surface collapsing due to the load exceeding the foundation's bearing capacity after the upper roadbed was filled. In response to this accident, netizens criticized. Laying asphalt directly on Lois is utterly shoddy work. The officials even covered for the construction company. They must have taken bribes. A thorough investigation is needed to expose these corrupt officials. Luckily, it isn't open to traffic yet, otherwise it would have been much worse. Corruption within the CCP's officialdom has resulted in numerous shoddy construction projects in China. This isn't just a domestic issue. The CCP also exports this problem globally through the Belt and Road Initiative. The most notable example is the collapse of the Bangkok Auditorium building last March. This building, constructed by the Thai branch of China Railway 10th Bureau Group, collapsed instantly due to an earthquake in Myanmar, thousands of miles away, raising concerns about the CCP's Tofu-dreg construction practices. Coincidentally, the Siguri Bridge in Busai, Western Kenya, constructed by China Railway at a cost of approximately $1.26 billion, began construction in 2015 and was originally scheduled for completion in August 2017. However, it collapsed in June that year, injuring at least 27 workers, 2 of whom were seriously injured. Furthermore, a large hydroelectric power station in Ecuador, South America, was found to have serious engineering defects, and the Chinese state-owned enterprise that built the project was demanded to pay huge sums of compensation to Ecuador. This hydroelectric power station, named Coca-Codo Sinclair, is located on the border of Napo and Sucumbayos provinces. Construction began in 2009 with a total investment of nearly $3 billion. It was promoted by then-President Rafael Correa, and the construction was undertaken by China Hydroelectric Power, a subsidiary of China Power Construction Corporation. Since its commissioning in 2016, the hydroelectric power station has been plagued by controversy. External scrutiny has focused on its site selection, construction quality, corruption issues, and loan repayment risks. Inspection results revealed numerous cracks in the power plant structure and mechanical equipment, impacting power generation safety and efficiency. Some equipment continued to leak even after repairs. Besides the inherent flaws in the project, it also poses ecological risks. Experts point out that this power plant, designed to operate for 50 years, may only last 15 years in reality. It not only threatens Ecuador's energy system, but may also cause long-term and irreversible ecological damage to the Amazon region. In 2021, the Ecuadorian government filed an arbitration claim for $580 million. The Chinese company countersued in 2024, accusing Ecuador of breach of contract. After multiple rounds of negotiations, the two sides reached a settlement last year, with China Power Construction Corporation agreeing to pay Ecuador $400 million, temporarily ending this long-standing engineering dispute. Canadian commentator Sheng Shu told the media that Ecuador's successful claim for $400 million in compensation from the Chinese company signals a new crisis for the Belt and Road Initiative. She believes that in the past, many countries, even knowing about corruption and quality issues in related projects, dared not pursue accountability. However, Ecuador's actions may serve as a precedent, prompting more countries to file claims, turning the Belt and Road Initiative from a diplomatic tool into a collection of international compensation cases. For the Chinese Communist Party, the core model of the Belt and Road Initiative is to exchange funding and projects for political support. However, when relevant politicians step down or the political situation changes, the new government often investigates the former administration's collusion with the CCP. As a result, the CCP not only finds it difficult to expand its influence through projects, but also has to continuously pay the price for corruption and quality controversies, which will have a double impact on its finances and international image. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.